meet again in 3 years. And then we shall dig up the treasure together. So for 3 years, we must all live as normal a life as possible.
What is it? Hey, you still here?
Huh? What is this, calling me you?
Well, now, I could call you a lot worse than that. You use my place, eating, drinking, partying, and you never pay.
Hey, go on. Explain it to her.
And explain why. Just because I'm nice to you in bed doesn't mean I do it for me.
She said, because I'm nice to you in bed.
So pay up. I'll get up.
Oh, shit.
God damn it. You think I'm a bum? I tell you, I'm ready.
Oh, man.
More money than you could ever imagine.
Where? Well, it's slow.
Now be a nice girl. And let me stay here tonight.
My friend, and what's in your bag? Is it stolen goods?
You want a cut?
No. I want it all.
Just try it.
Hmm.
Tell us where you did the stuff, or we'll leave you again. Damn you. Hey. Hey. Tony Joe.
What's up, people? What's up? Well, I went to that thing that the judge ordered me to go to, which was in violation of the 14th Amendment. And I'm not going to talk much about the law because of the fact that I already know that they are monitoring all my shit. You know, I already know that. And so they're trying to figure ways out to get around that, but there's no ways for them to get around nothing that they're doing to me whatsoever because they violated my constitutional rights. There was a case, Judge Adams, where he was forced to to go under a psych evaluation. And the
No, I want out. I've changed my mind.
Superior Court ruled that it was against the law. Under the 14th Amendment. For any judge, the judge is completely out of jurisdiction and out of bounds for ordering anyone to take a psych evaluation.
You should know. Well, that's good.
Judge is straight in violation of that. No ifs and no buts. And so it says right here, federal judge who forces a physical examination over another judge's behavior says order was unconstitutional. U.S. District Judge John R. Adams. Okay, now this is a U.S. District Judge John R. Adams. The courts, the judge that ordered him to take a psych evaluation is unconstitutional and violate his 14th Amendment. So the appeals court ruled not only in his favor, but they stated this here in Washington, D.C. They stated no judge, no jurisdiction, no justice or jurisdiction judge has the authority to order any defendant or anyone to take a psych evaluation. In the 232 years of history, no jurisdiction has ever ordered any person or judge to take psych evaluation. They overstep their boundaries whatsoever. They cannot practice law while they're on the bench. They cannot be the judge or the prosecutor. Okay? That's what happened with John R. Adams, a judge. All right? He filed a lawsuit against these motherfuckers, man. He had every right to file a lawsuit against these judges, man. Right? So this is what they did. So this judge that I'm going through this bullshit with, talking about I threatened someone. Let me explain something to you stupid motherfuckers. Under the constitutional right, I got the right to call anybody what I want to call. That's my constitutional right. I don't care no more if I hurt your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Constitutional right ain't got a goddamn thing to do with about your feelings. I can say motherfuckers. I can call you a punk, a bitch, a cunt, a slut. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. I got that right. The bad part, what really gets me upset more than anything is I did a video when I apologized and I felt bad, you know. I did a video where I apologized, you know. And I said mean things. We got the right to say it. But you know what's so funny? I'm watching all of this shit here on the news. And you got police officers, literally cops, threatening to kill people and assaulting people. And these motherfuckers want to talk around and talk shit that I threatened somebody because I said, I'm going to come after you what the law says I got a right to do in the constitutional rights. That's not a threat. In the Constitution, it says you got the right to file a suit against the government. In the Constitution, you have a right to file a suit against the government that did harm to you. You got that constitutional right. You got that constitutional right. So that's what I said. I got the right to come after you by what the law and the constitutional right says I got the right to do. You know, and that's the bottom line. You know, and so they twist everything around. They violated their oath of office. This judge here that ordered the psych evaluation was behind retaliation, coercion, and intimidation. And the bad part about it is I asked this attorney, I said, have you ever look at that shit, man? So he pulls it up. He says, he have never heard of no shit like that before. And he said, they doing this to fuck with you, man. I says, I know that. Even the federal judge knows this. That's why she's watching this real close, man, because they don't even understand what's about to happen to them, man. I'm about to get their license. I'm about to sue the hell out of them, man. I want their kids to be starving. That's what I want. I want their kids to be starving. I want them to be on welfare. I want them to be without a job. I'm going right after everything that they got, you know, because you violated my constitutional rights, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of expression. I didn't threaten nobody. I said, quote, unquote, which it says in the constitutional right, I got the right to come after you. I got the right to sue you. It says it in the Constitution. And that's what I said. In my video, I said, I'm coming after you by what the law says, by what the law and the Constitution says. That's what I'm doing. I didn't threaten no bodily harm to nobody. I didn't threaten no physically harm to nobody. None of that. Nobody can do this to me no more. I'm tired of them violating my constitutional rights. First, the divorce judge did that. You know, and that's what really pisses me off more than anything, because of the fact that in Minnesota, judges love perjury. Judges love perjury. Check this out. This is what it says in the Constitution, the original Constitution. A person may bring suit to have a law declared unconstitutional. You got the right. You have the right to sue. You have the right to sue. Government, you have the right to sue. They cannot say it's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional not to sue. They can't say that. They can't say that. You got the right to sue. Violation of your constitutional rights. 1983, 42 U.S.C., Section 1983. It is a federal law that allows citizens to sue in connection with violation of your rights. You got the right to sue federal government employees, judges, prosecutors, clerk of the courts. You have that constitutional right. And that's what I filed in 1983. That's what I filed in 1983. You know, to sue them. You know. In the state of Minnesota's courts, if you go through a divorce, the attorneys, which is so funny, is because the attorneys cannot submit evidence. They can't be an attorney and a witness, you see, and they can't even file motions, you know, and the Superior Court already ruled that, you know. And it's so ironic. So I'm pulling up a lot of cases and stuff where I'm putting my motion and my dismissal together. This case be thrown out, and this is why, you know. And if you refuse to, then this is what I'm going to do against you. See, one thing judges hate is when their rulings are overturned. They hate that shit more than anything. Then, so they say that I threatened 2 judges. Never threatened no judge. This is retaliation, and they some racist motherfuckers in that courthouse. Some of them people in that courthouse that work there are some upstairs in the divorce court. They some racist motherfuckers, and they crooks. They are the crookedest son of bitches up there. Okay? Everything I turn to the fucking clerk, she tells me she got to get it approved by the judge. No, you don't. You don't got to get a fucking thing approved by no judge. I'm handing you paperwork. You in violation of this fucking court order right here, the Superior Court ruling. I even filed a complaint against these fucking clerks, you know? And now I'm going after them by their bond because that's it. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this hate and this racist shit that's coming down on me in this retaliation. And that's what this is against me, retaliation, because I told them I'm going to sue their asses, and I got the right to tell them that. That ain't no threat. That's a known fact. You violated my constitutional rights. You knowingly, willingly allow false testimony, fraud documents into a divorce. Records disappeared, which is a federal crime. Which is a federal crime. Each one of them motherfuckers need to be behind bars. Each one of them clerks that interfered with my lawsuit and lied needs to be behind bars. That's where they need to be. That's where they need to be, behind bars. Every one of them. So I got threatened by the judge, intimidated and coerced in retaliation. He says, well, you're going to have to take a physical psych evaluation. Motherfucker, I don't need to take no psych evaluation. I'm an old man. All my life, I've never been crazy. Oh, because I say to you that you're a racist. This is a racist motherfucking court. And you violated my constitutional rights. And I got the right to defend myself. I got the right to represent myself. Now you throw this in my face? No. You in violation of 12-203 under the federal penal code. No, I'm not taking this shit no more from these motherfuckers, man. So I saw this. She was pretty too, man. That was a beautiful lady, man. She was very pretty. You know, she was very pretty. That's the only thing I can say about Minnesota. They got some pretty women. That's the only thing, really, about Minnesota. They got some pretty women, but some of them are some racist motherfuckers, man. And they hate, I'm going to say this right now, they hate us Muslims. Because all of a sudden, she just stopped. Because I said, well, yeah, I'm Muslim. She hurried up and got the fuck up out of there. What the hell happened? I told the attorney, you know, he's in a murder trial that's about to take over. I told this attorney, you know, and he says, nah, man, hey, man, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about nothing. I'll take care of it, man. Let me finish up with this murder trial. I said, no problem, but I'm not worried about that because we go pro counsel, man. I'm not worried about that, man. You know, he said, yeah, we can go pro counsel, man. Yeah. 2 heads are better than one. Yep. I said, that's right. You know, and you got your witness list ready? I said, yep. I got my witness list ready. I'm about to drop off Monday all of this paperwork. That DA got to give me everything he got by law. No DVD disc, no whatever you call that to put in a computer because I ain't got nothing like that for that shit. I want everything on paper. Everything on paper. Everything on paper. I want the copy of the original affidavit that was signed by the so-called victims. I want their statements. I got the right to have that. Under state and federal laws, I got the right to have that information. I got that right. So I dropped off a motion for this judge to be removed. And I dropped off the motion to remove that public defender. And they say, well, you can't because you got a psycho. No, that don't got a goddamn. Oh, look, I'm the defendant. I got the right to file these motions. Now you straight in violation of my constitutional rights. And there's no way in hell you getting out of this shit here. Your courts can't say a fucking thing because you violated my constitutional rights. You violated the appeals, what the United States federal court ruled. No judge is authorized to have anyone, to make an order to have anyone psych evaluation. No judge is allowed to do that. No judge, no prosecutor has the authority to do that. Was in federal court under John R. Adams, which he was a federal judge and they was trying to get rid of him because he didn't take no shit. He believed in the constitutional rights. He believed in freedom. He believed in freedom of speech and everything. It's just like U.S. Judge, United States Superior Court Judge Ruth. That lady was awesome. She told you straight out, man. She was one hell of a judge. She tell you straight out. They got the right to curse you out. They got the right to say what they want to say. That's their constitutional. And you see right there what she do? You see that right there? That's what she does. See that? She gives you the finger. When you interfere with the constitutional rights, that's what you get, the finger. She say, fuck all of you, because the Constitution was put down by the forefathers and nothing can be changed in the constitutional right. Congress cannot pass no laws whatsoever. Congress cannot pass no laws, and there has been Superior Court rulings on that too. Congress cannot pass no laws. All codes, rules, and regulations are for government employees only, not the divided citizen. Congress already ruled that. I mean, the United States Superior Court already ruled that any law Congress put against on the Constitution is void. They can't pass no laws against the Constitution because it's unconstitutional, from your First Amendment, your Second Amendment, your Third Amendment, your Fourth, all the way down. Federal Constitution overrides state constitution for the last time. Federal Constitution overrides state constitution for the last time. And this judge right here, Judge Ruth, proved it in everything that she fought for the Constitution. I loved it, this lady. I used to admire this lady here. Her and Judge Adams. As I was reading up on Judge Adams, he was one hell of a judge. That judge was one hell of a judge, because he didn't take the bullshit from no prosecutor, no nothing, because he tell them straight out, if you don't got hard evidence, this case is dismissed. You're not going to continue to keep charging on this, man. That's double jeopardy. That was a good fucking judge, man. We need judges like Ruth back in the United States Superior Court that don't get paid kickbacks to vote for these fucking Republicans and Democrats to pass bills and stuff. She fought for the Constitution. She believed in the Constitution. Every judge on the United States Superior Court right now should be removed. Anytime you go against the Constitution, you violated your oath of office. You're supposed to be hung. You're supposed to be taken in front of a busy street and hung, like it says, because you committed treason against your oath of office and against the Constitution. That's what it says. When you violate your oath of office, you committed treason against the Constitution. You're supposed to be brought in front of a busy street and hung. That's what it says. Every judge that went against the Constitution, every judge that went against women's rights, they caused treason. They're supposed to be in front of a busy freeway and hung. We have to bring that law in. We have to bring that law back in. These judges getting kickbacks and all of this. And you know what's so ironic? They want to go against other people for extortion and bribery and blackmail, but you ain't going after these judges. Isn't that amazing? People, read your original Constitution. Fuck your state Constitution. Your state Constitution is a conflict with the original Constitution and the federal Constitution. The federal Constitution overweighs state Constitution. Overweighs it automatically, no ifs and no buts. You know, it overweighs it, no ifs and no buts. Judges took an oath of office. You go after the oath of office of every clerk. You go after the oath of office of every judge. You go after the oath of office of every pig, cop, sheriff, deputy. You go after their oath of office. You go after their bond. They all have to be bonded. They ain't got no bond. They got to be removed, and anything that they did was void. Was void. So I took this test. You know, I did this thing with this. She was fine, man. She was fine. She was real fine. But you know who was? I think they both were fine. My divorce judge. I was just mad at her. I was upset because I had to file a complaint just to be heard, you know. And then when I asked for a subpoena for some records, that's when I got it. I shouldn't have had to file a complaint to get a subpoena. That shouldn't have had to be that way. It should have been done when I first asked for the subpoena, but the clerk tells me, well, it's up to the judge. I'll bring it to the judge when I get time. No. That's not the way it goes. And that's the way they run that courthouse down there. That courthouse is a piece of shit. You know, that courthouse is a piece of shit. That courthouse should be a parking lot, man. And then you get, like, when my motion and my affidavit was supposed to have been heard, evidence is there in my affidavit and my motion that those bills were never paid. And her attorney filed a bogus motion and took a picture of some blank shit, you know, which don't make no sense because it says it was charged off. Everybody in their right mind knows if a bill is charged off, it's sold to a collection agency. Everybody in the world knows that in the United States, unless you're that damn stupid. But I forgot, half of society, 95% of society is really some ignorant motherfuckers, man. We got the dumbest motherfuckers in the United States. We got the dumbest motherfuckers in the United States, man. Half of society is just really stupid, you know? And like, I guess the clerks were going through the bank statements, right? And we couldn't figure out what were they doing because everything we came up with was close to 7,000 and change, you know? And it's funny because when the bank went through everything, that's when Wells Fargo said, yeah, she paid this off, she paid that off. Did you know she had these credit cards? No, I didn't know nothing about none of them damn credit cards, you know? Didn't know nothing about that, you know? And so then, I don't know how these idiots did it, but they shouldn't be looking at financial records, point blank. Then the courts let this individual got my financial records. So they let these individuals do identity theft on me, which is okay. The judge said that's okay. My ex-wife could do identity theft. Her friend could do identity theft. The judge said that's okay. That's what the judge says. And I brought it up to the judge. They stole my identity. They tried to use my social security number. They tried to open up bank accounts. Here's all the evidence. I'm on a subpoena, these people from the bank and the investigator. Here's the evidence. But the judge said, no, it's okay. Your ex can do that. She can get away with that. So don't come up later on and try to charge somebody with identity theft because you said in my divorce, it's okay for identity theft. It's okay to open up other accounts with my social security number. It's okay for them to hack into the my social security account. All of that's okay. That came from the courts. That came from the judge. That's why I had to get her removed because she's saying that was okay. She didn't commit a crime. It's okay for her to steal my identity, to have my identity used, and everything else. That's okay. It's okay for her to hack into the federal government social security accounts. That's okay. She got the right to do that. Yeah. She got that right to do that. And I got every goddamn police report and FBI report. Online hacking. Got every damn report that was made. Every damn report. I got statements from the bank. I'm sitting at the bank one day, my phone's blasting. Are you trying to open up another account? You know, sending me a text, and I'll show the bank manager. He said, no, we're going to put a stop to this right now. Now you need my ID, you need my birth certificate, you need all that shit. All that. And I did another trick too. But I ain't saying that online. What you need to verify me. I ain't saying that online. So I took this thing. And now I'm going to have this judge removed. See, no judge want to come out here to where that courthouse is at because they driving an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours. So no judge want to do that. Even this judge that was supposed to hear my affidavit and my motion on a snowstorm that I got stuck in. And this punk ass attorney says, well, I don't believe he got stuck. I don't give a fuck what you believe. See, I don't give a fuck you talk bad about me. None. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm a man that's gonna fight, and I fight back very well. Very well. You know, very fucking well. I'm not letting no motherfucking judge get away with violating my constitutional rights. I'll take their goddamn house. I want everything in their bank account. You see, I got that right to sue your asses under the constitutional right. Section 1983, 42 USC, section 1983 is a federal law that allows citizens to sue government officials for violating their constitutional rights, their civil rights. Discrimination, depriving of rights, depriving of freedom. I'm coming after them. I'm coming after them what the law says I got a right to do. That's what the law, that's what the constitutional right says. I got the right to sue them. I got that constitutional right to sue them. I have that right to sue. And they ain't taking that from me. Nobody's taking that from me. Sue for violation of the 14th Amendment right. When an individual believes that either the federal government or state government has violated their guaranteed equal rights, that individual is able to bring suit against that government body for relief. Yeah. Depriving of rights. Any government official deprives an individual of his constitutional rights, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom is in violation of 1983 42 USC. Deprived of rights. So I got the right to sue them. Got the right to sue. Everybody got the right to sue these people, man. Everybody got the right to sue these son of bitches, man. That is our constitutional right, and they cannot change that. No judge, no federal, no state judge can deny that. And you see, this is also a hate crime. You see, and this is the funny thing. You know, this is a hate crime. A hate crime and attempted murder on my life that this DA did. And I'm suing this son of a bitch under the hate crime laws and attempted murder on my life. You see, I was looking at my videos, you know, because I need to delete some, you know, from my cameras. And I'm like, holy shit, look at all those police out there at the door, man. One police car, the rest was with deputies and shit. You know, you could hear them in the hallway. And the police officer's knocking, then the deputy is knocking, and you can hear them in the hallway using the N-word. Nigga this, nigga that, you know. I wonder where this nigga's at, you know. And then they see somebody else and they asking them, do they know me? I don't know these people, and these people don't know me. Stay to myself. I don't trust no motherfucking body in Minnesota. Minnesota is, you got some backstabbing racist motherfuckers in Minnesota. You have some backstabbing racist motherfuckers in Minnesota. And that's bottom line. That's the bottom line, you know. And all I seen was racist people. I think I met maybe 4 people that's not racist, and they white. You know, I met 4 people that's not racist. I even met this black guy, but he ain't black. No, he ain't black. He one of them house nigga boys, man. He think police and all of that is always right, you know. And then when I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was one of his relatives or somebody got locked up. Then they no good. You know, then they no good. It's kind of funny, you know, how they kiss these motherfuckers' asses. But then when something happened to them, then they finally realize, oh yeah, you was right. You know, yeah, you got some backstabbing motherfuckers in Minnesota, man. I'm talking about some. The bad part about when you get hurt so much. Guy asked me one day, man, why you don't smile, man? I said, for what, man? I've been stabbed in the back so much, man, and the bad part, the part that hurts is when you turn around and you see the person that's stabbing you in your back. That's the part that hurts more, and that's the part that kills you. You know, that part right there is what kills you, man. Kills everything. Smiling, feelings, everything. You know, when you get stabbed in the back, then you turn around and you see the person that stabbed you in your back. That's the part that kills a person, man. You know, it kills you. You know, you just there, man. No nothing, man. You know, no nothing. You know, and I miss being married. But I'll never do it again. Nope. Never do it again. I'll never get married again in my life, man, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. See, I feel like this. It's not the guy you should be mad at when your woman goes to that guy if she left herself open and she was never in love with you from the beginning. You see, you go after the guy because he disrespects you, yes. Because he had no right talking to your wife, yes. But it's also her fault because if she really loved you, she wouldn't have never went that way. She wouldn't have never been talking to another. See, there's a big difference between a woman and a lady. A lady respects her husband, just like that man respects and honors his wife. You know, a woman don't. A woman is the doggedest creature in the world. A woman is a dog. All women are dogs because they have no respect for themselves. You see it all over the internet. Women with their ass hanging out and they have no respect for themselves, you know. And I wouldn't even want to date nobody. If I found out this broad was on the internet, I don't even want to talk to you. You got your naked ass all over the internet. You's a hoe. You's a cunt, point blank. You ain't got respect for yourself, so why should I give respect to you? You know? And then you got these idiots that, what cracks me up, man, is with this bitch ass Facebook. Put Facebook out of business. Y'all people bitch so much about protect children. You don't even give a fuck about your own kids. You stupid motherfuckers don't give a fuck about your own kids. Because if you give a fuck about your own kids, you wouldn't be putting your pictures all over Facebook. There was a news anchor guy. He said, I am so tired of these fucking Republicans and Democrats talking about protect the children, but yet you stupid son of a bitches got your kids' pictures all over the internet, got your home address all over the internet. So it's your fault when your kids get snatched and raped. That's your fault. You did that to yourselves. Stop blaming other people. Take responsibility for your own fucking life. When your kid act up, beat that ass. Stop letting the government run your kids. Because that's all you're doing. You're letting the government run your kids. You don't even own your kids. The government owns your kids. There shouldn't be no Amber Alerts out there. You did it to yourselves. You put your kids' pictures all over the internets and shit like that. You did that shit to yourselves, man. There shouldn't be no fucking laws and no Amber Alerts and shit like that, man. Fuck that. You cared about your kids. You be protecting your kids. You be a fucking parent. Start being a fucking parent. That's all you gotta do. Start being a motherfucking parent. You know, stop putting your kids' pictures all over the internet and shit like that. I couldn't believe that news guy said the whole truth, man. That man said the truth. He said the truth. The 1000% truth. Stop putting your kids' pictures all over the internet. His wife, he refused to let his wife put any pictures of his kids on the internet or their house. Now that's a smart motherfucker. That news guy is a smart son of a bitch. He's smart. He said, because my kids ain't gonna get snatched. Them are my kids. I'll protect my kids with my life. He never had an Amber Alert about his kids. His kids don't talk back to him or his mama or their mama. They get that ass whipped. You know, and he said it, man. The old days, man, the way these kids talk now and disrespect their mothers and their fathers, man. Old days, you got your ass whipped. Stop letting the government run your goddamn life, man. Stop letting the government run your kids. Beat them kids' ass when they disrespect people, man. That's why they blame all this shit. Blame all this shit on kids. Start beating that kid's ass. Start whipping that ass. Start whipping them kids' ass. You know? You couldn't get away with the shit man, when I was growing up, you didn't see nobody on no milk carton. You didn't get into people's strangers' cars. Now these motherfuckers, people so goddamn stupid. Instead of getting on a goddamn bus, you want to get in an Uber, get robbed or raped. You did that to yourselves. You did it to yourselves, man. I will say it again. 95% of the United States people are stupid. Are very stupid. Old days, you didn't get in the strangers' cars. And then you got, well, this Uber driver won't take me to my stop. Get your ass on the bus. There's no difference from an Uber driver than a cab. You put yourself in that position. Y'all some stupid son of bitches, man. Y'all, you know what? All of these bullshit ass programs, save the children, that don't mean a goddamn thing, because that money ain't going nowhere but in them motherfucking people's pockets. As soon as your child is born, they know who you are, what you are, where you live, and how to snatch your kids. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all some stupid son of bitches, man. If y'all got people out there that y'all did dirt to, they gonna get you from your Facebook and everything else. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all people are stupid. And Facebook sells you information. Facebook and Instagram sells your shit. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all. I remember this one guy, man. He told his wife straight out one day, man, stop putting my kids' pictures on the fucking internet. Don't do it again. Delete all that shit. Delete all that shit. And his kids wasn't on a milk carton. His kids never got snatched. Protect the kids. Motherfucking government don't give a fuck. Congress don't give two IF fucks about nobody goddamn kids, man. And neither do you. You don't even give a fuck about your kids. Whoever got kids, you don't give a goddamn fuck about your kids. You don't give a fuck about your kids, man. Not one motherfucking bit about your kids. You know, y'all don't give a fuck about your kids. You know, I seen one day that they had this Amber Alert. And I don't know what happened. I didn't get a few thing about it, but I heard about it, a little bit about it and stuff. And I said, well, that's that lady's fault. It shows her on the phone outside and her child riding this little scooter, but she on the phone ain't even paying attention to her damn child. You supposed to be in jail. You supposed to be in jail. You did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. You supposed to be in jail. You ain't even supposed to have. You know, I'm so glad, man, that they. Let me tell you something, man. I'm glad that they have abortion, because some of these motherfuckers don't deserve no kids, man. They don't deserve to have no kids whatsoever, man. They do not deserve to have no kids whatsoever, man. Whatsoever, because there are some stupid motherfuckers out there having babies, man. And then I remember when they say children having children, so they made a show about it. And these stupid motherfuckers, that's how stupid society is in America. Kids having kids, and they make a show about it. And they get all of these ratings. And then you get other people, kids having kids. Man, y'all some sick motherfuckers in America, man. And Sanchez, whatever the fuck your name is, governor that's trying to run for president, I wouldn't vote for your ass. You's a racist motherfucker. And the only ones that's gonna vote for you is the Klansmen. That's about it. Oh, and I forgot, you got the house niggas and the house bitches. They'll vote for you because they don't even know what color they are. And then you got some Mexicans that don't know that they Mexican, but they try to be white so much. Then you got some Asians that want to be white so much. So you got those categories there. From the Asians, they won't be white so much, so they'll vote for you. But the rest of I think 85% of the so-called American people ain't gonna vote for you. And stop saying the American people. Stop saying American people. Because your family ain't even from America. Okay? Stop saying American people. Because you are not, you say the white people that you for, the racist white people, that's what you for. The racist white son of a bitch is what you for. You ain't for the American people. You are for the racist white people. So understand that right now, Sanchez. You for the racist white motherfuckers. You ain't for nobody but the racist, crooked motherfuckers. That's what you for. You know, that's what you for. I don't understand how these Republicans, from child molestation, raping kids, child sex trafficking, are not behind bars. So every actor or whatever that got charged for rape and everything got to be released. They all got to be released. Because if the Republicans and the Democrats and the whatever the hell they want to call themselves, are not behind bars for all of the sex trafficking and the rapes, then those people that was claimed that they raped somebody, they got to be released. They all got to be released. Because none of them goddamn Republicans, that dude Matt, whatever the fuck his name is, congressman, where he raped that lady, sexually assaulted so many women. That son of a bitch is still on Congress, still got a job. But let that happen to a citizen, he not only lose his job, but he be sitting in jail. Which the Constitution of Rights says no person shall be held for any famous crime. Which the Constitution of Rights says that. The Constitution of Rights says that no bail shall be put up on a person, period. They will be free. Constitution of Rights says that. It's cruel and unusual punishment. Constitution of Rights says that. Y'all violate the Constitution of Rights so goddamn much, man. See, this is what these lousy ass pigs, cops, and sheriffs got to do. This is what they got to do to make it fair and even. They got to start locking up judges, shooting their kids, and all of that. And the same go for police officers and sheriffs and deputies too. Y'all got to start going after each other's kids, shooting them, beating their asses while they handcuffed. And you got to say the same thing that you say when you kill African Americans and you kill Mexican people and when you kill, as y'all say, poor white trash people. Y'all got to use the same excuse. I thought it was my gun. I thought it was my taser, but it was my gun. See, y'all got to start. It got to be fair. You just can't go after us no more. It got to be fair. You got to start going at the judges, their families, and everything else. after Republicans and Democrats and all of their families too. You just can't keep killing us. You gotta start going up there too. I bet once y'all did that, your asses won't see jail because the government will kill your asses. Once you fuck with a judge's family or a Democrat or Republican, anyone in Congress's family you lock up, they gonna put a hit out on your asses, man. The CIA is gonna take your asses out the box. You never hear about no judge's son getting his ass whipped by the police or shot or anything like that, or a Democrat or Republican. Well, y'all do that to them motherfuckers, anybody in Congress, boy. I don't give a fuck what kind of judge, what kind of cop you are, sheriff, deputy, pig, whatever, house nigga, house girl. I don't give a fuck. They gonna put a hit out on your ass, man. The CIA is gonna take your ass out the box, man. Cause trust me, them motherfucking Congress don't play that shit, man. They know how to get your ass killed, man. Yeah, you don't see none of them motherfuckers killing those people's kids, locking those people's kids up. No. I seen one judge's kid get locked up, and that was back in, let me see, 2000. I was back in 2000. And he never went to jail neither. He got busted with a lot of drugs in his car coming from Mexico into California. And he got across the border from Mexico into California, and he pulled into San Bernardino at a gas station. And that's how he got popped. He got popped in San Bernardino, and it was a canine, and I guess he smelled the drugs in his car. The patrol car was parked maybe 2 cars down, but the dog kept barking and barking and barking. And so when the officer went outside, he couldn't stop the dog from barking. So he brought the dog out, and the dog pulled him over to the guy's car. And the son of a bitch, his dad was a judge, a Superior Court judge in California. And so they locked him up, right? The cop lost his job. That was in 2000. Yeah. In California, the cop lost his job, and the DA lost his job, and the guy never been charged after that. Everything just like disappeared. Everything disappeared. The drugs disappeared somehow. They claimed that they could not find the evidence no more. It was destroyed by accident and all kinds of bullshit, man. And this motherfucker had cocaine like a son of a bitch in his car, man. Yeah. And it happened in 2000. And it was all over the news, man. And this motherfucker he was at a gas station, an AM PM gas station in San Bernardino. And the dog kept barking and barking and barking. So the officer goes to see what the fuck wrong with his dog. He opened the door, man, and hooked him up, and the dog dragged him over to the man's car and called backup and shit. And so they all get there and stuff, and they searched the car and they found cocaine like a motherfucker under the seat of his car and all kinds of shit, man. So they lock him up, right? And so it was on the news, and then after that, after 2 days it was on the news, it was stopped. You couldn't even find it nowhere on the news no more. And his dad was a fucking Superior Court judge in Los Angeles. Courthouse. Downtown Los Angeles courthouse. His dad was a federal judge. And matter of fact, we used to call him a hammer judge. They used to call him hammer judge. He gave motherfucker time for a joint, whatever. Because at that time, Harris was the DA. That lady the white lady Harris, that's in Washington, D.C. right now,